Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss Fadic number 9 according to Chaldean numerology. So with the number 9, this is symbolized by the three triangles. This is the final number within the heavenly triad. And also the final number with all the single digits, of course. So this is like completion. This is the completion of a cycle. They say cats have 9 lives. And our cycles go through every 9 years, where we actually go through different intervals of our life every 9 years. So, with the number 9, this is a combination of all the other numbers. The number 9 is kind of universally the same definition, whether you go from Eastern to Western numerology. The 9 is very humanitarian, a very philanthropic sort of number. Number 9 people usually attain their wisdom through a lot of strife and struggle, and they end up gaining a lot of good experiences and bad experiences from this. So, just because they go through bad things in life, it usually makes them stronger, as they are represented by Mars. Mars does give these people a very warrior-like mentality, whether you're a man or a woman. It does give you the ability to kind of see things from a very like warrior mentality standpoint, in the sense that when you go through struggle, it just makes you a lot stronger than you were before, in comparison to some other numbers that may have to deal with like depression, melancholy, sadness, anger issues. The only weakness you guys may have is the anger issues, but for the most part, you guys do have like a unanimity with all living things, and you guys do see harmony within things. Number 9 people, I've said this in other videos, like if they're standing at a grocery store, even if they're in regular clothes like what I'm wearing, you'll still assume they work there or somebody of authority. Like 9s are very authoritarian, and they just have that aura about them. Because it's in the spiritual position of the Fadic, which is the life path number, you'll naturally just have the ability to be a general, like a leader. Good careers for Fadic number 9 is always within the humanitarian things and law enforcement. So like anything from taking care of animals, veterinarians, doctors, engineers, to even people that are in politics, and then most popular is like military. Like you'll see a lot of admirals and generals that are 9s. Even UFC fighters as well are very good 9s. The reason why is just because this is such a sort of hardcore sort of number. It gives these people the ability to really look at things from a perspective that none of us would really look at it from, and they'll bring forth new perspectives. They also can be seen as spiritual leaders as well. When they are spiritual leaders, they really bring it to a practical sense. Like the 7 is very spiritual, whereas the 9 is ideological. So they'll bring forth a more practical approach to any sort of spiritual practice, whether they're within the religions of Christianity, Muslim, Hinduism, whatever. They'll bring forth a different sort of perspective to it that's going to be more urban, more modern, and it's going to make it more applicable to our day-to-day lives. So like the number 1 that really brings forth a pioneering spirit, the number 9 kind of completes the number 1. It's the finality number. It's the number that actually brings things to a close. So if you do have a life path number 9 and you're wondering how it's defined within the Chaldean way, within the Fadic number, just understand this, that if you do have this number, you are meant to attain a lot of wisdom in your lifetime. You may feel a struggle and strife from your family and loved ones. You may just feel stressed just that you have to take care of them, or maybe you were abused by them but you still want to take care of them. This is completely natural for number 9s to have. What you guys have to acknowledge is that you do have that responsibility to take care of those around you because you have an evolved spirit, but don't make it in such a stress that it actually holds you back from achieving your personal goals. My personal recommendation for Chaldean Fadic number 9s is that you guys actually achieve your own goals first, meaning find your passion, monetize your passion, and then after that point you can then help others with what they need help with. But before then, there really is no point. Like a prime example of that would be like somebody like Bob Marley, who was a 9. He did have obviously he did it through music, but he actually was a very philosophical person, and the reason he became so famous is because of his philosophy and the way in which he followed being a Rastafari, and he brought a sort of original sort of way to do things. Like he made it his day in day out lifestyle. It's because of his discipline, his ideology, why he got to the levels in which he did within the music industry. It was his music definitely as well, but it's more so about his mind state. So there are a lot of good 9s out there. I can list a lot more, like Mother Teresa, etc., but it's not really about that right now. What it's about is that if this is for you particularly, if you are a 9, understand it's probably your final spiritual journey through this realm that we're in, the 3-dimensional realm, and that you are probably evolving to the next level at this point. Utilize Mars, take risks, be aggressive but not too aggressive, and just keep control over your ego. Once you do all of those things, you put it all together, I'm sure you'll be able to find what you're naturally good at. That'll probably be more so based on your nature number, which is your birth number, and then you'll be able to apply it to your day-to-day life. And you'll be able to achieve great things. As long as you keep your self-confidence, which isn't really too hard for you guys, you will obviously hit the pinnacle of success. But that would be pretty much it for the Chaldean number 9. That does conclude our Fadic number series. If you guys do have any questions regarding any of the life path numbers, just please leave it in the comments for me, or hit me up at Shemsuniverse 8.0 for any readings of any sort, and I'll be glad to help you out. Aside from that, guys, please like, subscribe, holla. That's it for today, guys. Peace.